Hey guys, welcome back. We did War of Odinium today. Some people will call it Woo, W-O-O, or Odin. It is the event that is on when SVS is not. So SVS is every second week, same with this. So this is alternating. What it is a little war against two alliances that are of equal CP or very close to it. And also alliance level, so we're level 5, but I think they're level 4, but their CP is about the same as ours, 1.3, and we're 1.5 EE. Yeah, EE or AA. EE. We had a lot more people on, so it helped us a lot. Their guys, they didn't have a couple of their big players, unfortunately, which lowered their chances, but they did play really well. So when you start off, when you enter in the safe zone, which is down the bottom. You have no buildings whatsoever, and there's about 5 minutes for you to scout the place and have a look around. So when you get in there, you can't use a lot of your stuff. You can't get into your heroes. You can't, I think you can change base, but I'm not sure. And there's a 10 or 15 minute cooldown if you leave to come back. So make sure you do all your paints, make sure you do all your everything that you need to do prior. The formations, everything you need. Make sure your heroes have the right skills. Make sure your components are right before you enter. When you enter, you can't enter unless all your troops and heroes are in base and you have nothing training and nothing repairing. So make sure everything is clear and you're coming in blank, because it's essentially porting you to a different map, different server, I believe. So now, there are 4 transfer stations. Transfer stations are essentially the key to winning this. If you can hold all transfer stations, it means that they can't port out of their safe zone. The only way you can port out of the safe zone is holding a transfer station for at least 2 minutes, and the timer will, as soon as you get one, there'll be a timer, 2 minute countdown. Once that hits 0, then you can transfer to it. They managed to transfer out a couple of times, but we ended up porting them back to their safe zone. In the safe zone, you can't hit other bases and you can't get hit, which is why we are able to sit there in the safe zone on the map quite safe. Not that they could anyway prior. As soon as they ported out into the transfer station, we ended up taking them out, putting them back, taking the transfer station back, and ended up just closing them in, which caused them to lose essentially. Now there are 4 of them, 2 on their side, 2 on your side. I think I explained that. There are also other type of buildings. There's 2 frontline bases. Now they give you no extra buff, but they do give you some alliance score and individual score. To get the individual score, you have to be in there. And the longer you're in there, the more points you get. So happily send, if it's fairly quiet, send in a march, leave it in there, get into another one, send another march, all those buildings. So Empire Tech Building, Tech Center, this one gives you a 20% increase in damage, which is actually pretty decent. And there's 2 of those. So you get, if you can get both of them, you get a 40% increase. Again, 1 on each side. They've got 1, we've got 1. But again, it's not really anything. Increased march speed is with a military center. Again, having both of them, 40% increase. Some people like me who use Fenrir Valhallas, they do need that extra increase because they got a 30% decrease in march speed just using them. And again, if you sit in there, you get personal individual score and alliance score. Fortresses, they're not much. They're just there at the beginning, and that's about it. With the ports, to port in, you have to keep a transfer station, and eventually you will accumulate ports or transfers, and you can use them up to 20, and you have to have the transfer station to be able to port to it. Now, let's see if I can find there we go. So tiles. There's a level 1 resource tiles. They're all over the place. You've got, so they collect gems. Easily throw in a march. You can get hit, and if you get hit, you lose the points. So you only get points out of it if you bring the gems back to base. Now, keep an eye on them. If you got some out there, keep an eye on them. Make sure that if you see a line coming towards it, you get out before the line gets to you if you don't think that you're going to win. Now, these guys did an amazing job. Props to them. So well done, Fallen Angel, that's what it is, I think. Either way, they did really well, considering. We just worked really well together. We have done for a while. Yeah. We use Discord, we talk on Discord, we communicate to each other, make sure everyone knows where they are. And that's about it really on that front. You just make sure that you've got everything you need before you enter, because that's something that could kill it. If you go in there using world boss comps, you can't change. The only thing you can do is repair, and repairing costs a lot of gems. I think I spent about 2,000. Yeah, the only other thing that happens is every, I believe, 6 minutes or so, a plane will drop supplies, a bomb truck. Now, as soon as the bomb truck drops, send in as many marchers as you can. All of your marchers, however many you got 4, you got 5, you got, if you're a leader, you got 6, chuck them in. Throw everything into the truck. The last person that hits the truck will then start driving towards a building of the opposite team. It will destroy that building, and everyone in there, send them back to base and take over the building for you guys. If you're lucky enough to get a transfer station, that's mad. Anyway, I think that's about it. So thank you so much for listening. Hopefully it gave you a bit of insight on what it is. And if you like, please subscribe, and I'll see you soon.